Disappointment. It's a very dangerous type of sorrow. I'm going to be talking about why it is so dangerous, different approaches and which one's the best to handling disappointment, an example, some golden hack, and also a rookie error to avoid, and finally the future. Disappointment, it's when your hopes don't get fulfilled. You had expectations of where you would be, and you're not there, or who you're going to be with, and you aren't with them. It's dangerous because you're lost. You don't know where you are. You thought you would be there, and you're not. You thought you would be with this person, and you're not. And you just start questioning everything. Nothing has meaning. You doubt, especially if you're disappointed with yourself. I think that's sort of where the suicide kicks in. But you just question, why did I choose this job, and why did I go try to bother with that person? And maybe you got knocked out in your boxing fight, and you're sort of wondering, why did I invest so much in this sport, and now here I am injured and crying. And that's why it's dangerous. You sort of, the ground disappears from underneath you, and you're sort of confused, and the chagrin is real. So where to go with it? Some people, Buddha says, don't want, don't hope. You sort of remove these desires, and then you'll be happy. You won't be. They sort of think that want is the cause of your unhappiness. Others, JC, for example, said, blessed are those who mourn, and blessed are those who hunger. So it's kind of the opposite idea there. I think the second one's better. I think you've got to be a bit more passionate about things. I'm not saying be an aggressive, stalking psychopath, but I'm saying you respect yourself. Here's an example. You might have someone that you feel really special about, or you love, and maybe a romantic arrangement, and it doesn't always, you don't always stay together, or sometimes you need to, these endings happen, and maybe one day you send this person a message and you get nothing back, but you don't think anything of it because you think, oh yeah, they're probably busy. But then a bit later on, there's still no message, and then sort of 6, 7, 8 hours, your day's just getting ruined because perhaps you suspected that it was going to get to this point. Maybe there was some warning beforehand, or so that's when the disappointment kicks in. What to do if this exact scenario where no reply, a ghosting you might call, well, the thing that you don't do is do 1,000 calls and 1,000 messages instantly. That's just going to get you blocked or arrested, or both. You got to give it some time. If you're not getting the response, you got to give it at least 24 hours. And then when you do put in that communication, just leave it at one word. Doesn't need to be longer than that, and it's the easiest way for them to reply if they want to reply. Don't write something 1,000 words long. Save that for your assignment, for your study, or if you're not studying, just fuck that right off because it's probably total rubbish. Then if you don't get something back after that 24 hours, well, then that's when you might want to go to someone who knows the two of you. And this is just the golden hack right here, and that is to introduce your mates to your other mates, and to introduce your friends to your peers and colleagues and so on. That's going to be really helpful. That's very big rookie error right there, is the guy who doesn't want to go on the date with a girl and a girlfriend, or the person who doesn't want to go on that group dating, or this sort of idea of it's got to be one-on-one right from the start. That's just so stupid. It's not funny. I mean, that intermediary is so important, especially in this arrangement where someone's not contacting you, and they might, who knows what's going on, maybe there could be a range of reasons they're not contacting you. They just didn't feel there's a future there, or maybe there's some other issue, maybe the relationship's too painful or whatever. But by contacting that middle person, that person's going to be able to find out some stuff for you. And that intermediary doesn't need to know the full story. You could just say, oh, please contact person A for me because I'm worried about something. And then that person who's sort of ghosted you, and they're going to be back with the middle person, and they're going to sort of reply in some polite way, and you're going to get information that just otherwise wouldn't be there. So that's what I'm saying there. And then maybe the information may very well be that your worst fears are confirmed and it is over. And this is where I think there's that point of blessed are those who mourn, because this is the point when you need to recognize that you are mourning and you are sad, and you've got to reflect on the good times. And most importantly, just because it's over doesn't mean that it was a failure. Not at all. This is recognize your mourning, blessed are those who mourn, but then you've got to hunger. Recognize from this mourning you've got to move into wanting again. You've got to get back into the game. Do whatever it takes. Get a haircut, buy a new shirt, go to the gym, go out, contact an old flames. That's what you got to do. And that sort of moves across to whatever disappointment you've got there. Job, do all those career things. Boxing, you got knocked out. Shit, I mean, you can't be the best without getting knocked out. When everyone knows that. It's just a hard truth of the game. So get back on that horse, get back in the game, and go out fighting. Go out fighting. Disappointment is dangerous, and it hurts, and you feel lost, but you got to get back on that horse, and you got to keep fighting. You got to go out fighting. There's no other way. There's no other way you'll be happy, guys. People are depending on you, and do it for yourself. And that's my advice. Fuck, my arm's sore. And I'm tired today. Shit, Monday, man, I tell ya. Yeah, fucking disappointment, eh? I tell ya.